Does it ever happen to you in your Spanish conversations that you don't get into the natural flow, feeling choppy or tongue-tied? Well, traditional Spanish courses often neglect conversation, focusing only on grammar. But isn't communication the essence of language? Hi, I'm Gabriela, and I believe learning Spanish should prioritize conversation from day one. In this video, I'll share improv techniques and games I use to tackle these communication challenges. While grammar is essential, communication is about more than just structures. It is about interaction and confidence. I understand many of you have taken numerous Spanish courses. I've been through my fair share of language courses learning English and French in the past. I think there is a huge problem that all these kind of courses have. In these courses, the way of trying to teach conversations is by scripting scenarios. Don't you feel like the script conversations dialogue with practice don't quite reflect real-life Spanish interactions? They often fall short. Sure, you might nail ordering a coffee in Guatemala on a pleasant morning or asking for a taxi in the front desk of a hotel, but is that really a conversation? I would dare to say it's more of a transaction. We can handle transactions and exchange a few lines, but forming a connection through meaningful interactions is a different ballgame. Conversations can be unpredictable. Personally, when I was learning English and the conversation went just a little away from my comfort zone, I felt my head spinning with fear. So, how do we navigate these emotions and leverage our grammar knowledge? Improv. Improv is the key. You might be wondering, how exactly do I do this? Improvisation is a skill that can be trained. Through improv conversation training, we can rewire our brains to recall Spanish words spontaneously in a realistic scenario and learn how to steer conversations to keep them flowing. So, let's play a bit. The Gossip is an improv game I came up with that offers several benefits. From a grammatical perspective, it provides a great opportunity to expand vocabulary, construct sentences spontaneously, and use questions effectively. However, the aspects I personally appreciate the most about the Gossip are learning how to keep a conversation going and fostering stronger bonds through interaction. Here's how we play the Gossip. One partner in the conversation starts by making a statement with significant missing information. The other participant then engages by asking questions such as how, when, who, why, or where. There is no script or structured dialogue. Instead, Gossip is created spontaneously during gameplay. So, now let's watch a recording of one of my sessions playing the Gossip with one of my beautiful, amazing students. Let's see it. Alright guys, now we're gonna watch this recording of one of my sessions and we're gonna see how the Gossip is being played.
Marta compró entradas.
Marta compró entradas.
Marta compró
Compró.
entradas. Sí, compró
Compró.
entradas.
¿Qué significa compró?
Comprar.
Comprar.
Ujú.
Comprar. ¿Qué significa comprar?
Buy.
Buy.
To buy.
Entradas. Entradas.
Entradas.
Entradas.
Much better. Yeah.
¿Qué significa entradas?
Tickets.
Tickets. Marta compró entradas.
Okay, so here we can see how the first thing that she needs to do is make sure that she understands the statement, right? To start asking and seeing what is the missing information that she needs to collect.
De entradas.
¿Dónde?
¿Dónde? Like, ¿dónde entradas? ¿Cómo se dice? For. Like,
For, para.
para.
¿Para qué?
¿Para qué?
¿Para qué?
¿Para
What
qué?
for?
What?
¿Para qué?
Sí. ¿Para qué? Marta
Ajá.
compró entradas.
Marta compró entradas para un concierto.
Oh, un concierto.
Sí, un concierto.
¿Cuándo un concierto?
La semana próxima.
La semana próxima.
Sí.
La semana próxima. Oh, sí.
Marta compró entradas para un concierto
Oh,
la semana próxima.
oh. Marta, ir concierto.
Ujú.
¿Quién?
¿Con quién?
¿Con quién? ¿Con quién?
¡Ajá! Marta va al concierto con su ex.
Con su ex.
¿Ex?
Oh, ¿en serio?
Sí, en serio.
No, Marta, loco.
Marta muy loca.
Muy loca.
So here we can see as she is super engaged with the dynamic of the game. She's not thinking about the conjugations and not letting this get in the middle of the main purpose, which is communication. So she's using the verbs in the infinitive form, which is perfectly fine if you just want to communicate. So she used ir, and also as she is engaged with the game, she wants to add words that she knows, and the structure of the sentence starts getting more meaning over time. It's like she's doing a mirror. So she's dropping a sentence, a word, adding things, then I rephrase a bit and she's imitating what I'm giving to her, which is a great skill if you're learning a language, being able to imitate and copy from others. It gets you to the flow level very quick in the conversation, to the natural way of talking.
Marta va al concierto con su ex.
No. Marta, ¿cómo se dice? Decisión. Marta, mal decisión.
Muy mala decisión.
So, another key point here is asking and relying on the questions. ¿Qué significa? ¿Cómo se dice? Because this is the way that she's gaining more vocabulary for the future.
Decisión.
Sí. Y Marta pagó
Marta pagó, sí.
las entradas. Marta pagó.
Marta pagó las entradas. Dos
Entradas. Ujú.
Marta pagó dos entradas.
Su entrada y la de su ex.
Oh, Marta.
Marta no. Reset. Nice.
Okay, so as we can see, it's not only about the grammar structure, it's like having in mind and considering all the aspects in the communication. There are like layers in the communication, and it's not only the grammar foundation. It's like getting the message across, create this bond and complicity with your partner, and feel like you are in a real conversation. And real conversations are unpredictable. So I hope this helps you a bit or a lot, we don't know. If you're learning Spanish but the conversation is still challenging for you, then what I can say is experiment with different approaches. Language learning is not a linear path. Combining methods is crucial to reaching your goals. Break down and analyze your interactions. Understanding your own strengths and struggles, it is essential for finding the right conversation partner. And remember, language is about communication. Allow yourself to make mistakes in a supportive environment. If you feel this approach resonates with you, check the link in the description and book a free conversation with me. I'd love to help you along your language journey. Alright everyone, that wraps it up for today. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that like button for me. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments if you find this technique useful for your conversation practice. Y nos vemos pronto. Chao, chao, chao.